welcome to the Legislative Report. I'm State Representative Rosemary Brown. We're in Pike County at our Senior Expo. Myself and Representative Mike Pfeiffer host every year. And we decided to do this show just in case you were not able to attend the Senior Expo and share with you a little bit about the vendors that are here, the services that are offered in Pike County, and hopefully offer you any additional resources you might need. So let's go talk to a few people. So we're with Chief Mark O'Brien from Dingman Township Volunteer Fire Company, who have been absolutely wonderful every year that we have had this Senior Expo here in Pike County, and volunteering their building to us, helping us set up, helping us with parking. It's a lot of work, and I know that is. And we don't say thank you enough to you, but we just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about what you see here when you do, we do have the Senior Expo, what you see and if you think it's helpful at all.
Well, we appreciate you opening up and bringing all these vendors and the services that we have in Pike County available to our seniors into one place, so they don't have to go all around. It's great for the families of the seniors themselves. They can get whatever information they need in all one place, either through the county agencies or the private entities that cater to our seniors in our area. So I believe that's a great asset for our seniors to have it all in one place where they don't have to travel around and they can get all the information.
Yeah, you said it very well for me. That's like very nice, and I'm sure as volunteer fire company, when you respond to different incidences and emergency, you see a lot of seniors and you see a lot of different issues and concerns with our senior population and making sure they're being taken care of. So do you see that when you go on calls sometimes?
There's a large percentage of our calls that are the senior population. EMS-wise, not so much the fire, but the EMS-wise, we do handle a lot of senior calls for assistance, and they can range anything for a serious medical emergency or something minor where they just might need help off the ground because they tripped and fell, and they lost their footing. So the services that we have here, we have seen an increase in the assistances from Pike County Area Aging. And some of the other healthcare agencies, the home health aides, the nurses that come to the houses. So we do see them.
And one thing we always like to really point out to our local viewers that are watching is that we are 100% volunteer fire force within Monroe County and Pike County. And so it's volunteers who have other jobs, who are doing other things and are working for their community and going out and putting themselves at risk. And so, there's always the donations and things like that you greatly appreciate here at the fire company. So how can people donate, help you, and support the fact that you'll be the ones that will show up, God forbid there's something that happens at their house?
They can support us either monetarily through our fundraisers. We do have a letter drive for the individuals and the residents that live within our district, and then we also have our monthly breakfasts that we do the first Sunday of every month, with the exception of October. We have a monthly breakfast from 8:30 to 11:30 here at the station. That's all you can eat, and then we have also our beef steak dinner, which is sometime in the early April time frame. That's our fundraisers for here. We also encourage if they are a senior and they're able to come out and volunteer, we always have a place for them here too. There's always a job that can be done here at the firehouse.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. And that's an all-you-can-eat breakfast.
Yes, all you can eat.
What'd you say, first Sunday?
First Sunday of every month.
Every month.
Yep, that's Chef Mikulak takes care of it all.
Great. Thank you so much, Chief. We appreciate all you do, and thank you for helping us today offer this service.
Okay.
Thank you. Pierce, you and I have known each other for many years, and because of the work that you do for veterans and also the work that I've been with veterans as well. And such an important piece of my constituent base of Pike County and Monroe County that I represent, but right now we're in Pike County. So, and you are the Director of Veterans Affairs here for Pike County. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you have done.
Well, I got involved with this job because the commissioners sought me out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you, I never wanted the job.
Really?
But I've been here 12 years. And the reason I stayed is because the guys weren't getting the benefits that they deserved and earned, okay? So being a disabled veteran, 100% disabled veteran who walks and talks, believe it or not, that I had been through the mill, not only with the VA, but with my job with the New York City Police Department. I couldn't get that back. The VA was really putting me in a bad place that I needed to get almost on welfare. So I knew all the things that you had to do. So I was well equipped. And actually, God put me here. I'm serious.
Yeah. Well, the personal experience brought you to the importance of what your office does to help veterans.
Exactly, because most veterans, believe it or not, the guys that really deserve it go, somebody else is better off than me. Well, no, you earned it, and you deserve it. So you need to put in for what is rightfully yours. It's not an entitlement. It's paid for. Just like Social Security, veterans benefits are paid for by your service and some with your blood and your service, like myself. So
I think it's interesting that when you say 100% disabled, but still, people would look and say, oh, no, he's not 100% disabled. And I think that that's a very important factor for our veterans that are watching to understand that my feeling is like yours. You served us. It's time for us to serve you. And so that's what the office is about. That's what the service is, that Pike County. So how do they, and where are you, if there's a veteran watching that really hasn't spoken to anyone? I know my office has someone as well, but where do they go in Pike County for you?
They can find me at 514 Broad Street. It's right next to the administration building. We're in with the Penn State Extension Program. And yes, if you haven't come out of the woods yet, you need to come out because, again, you deserve it. And I don't look disabled at all. Thank you, Lord, because I am, though. I'm 100%. I'm actually 220 points on the board if you look at it the right way. And I'm here because I care. And that's the only reason I took the job, because I care about other people. And I have a replacement coming in, not to worry. And he has a heart for veterans, too. He used to work for the Vet Center. So he'll be coming on board, and I'll be with him for 6 months. So you got 6 months to hear.
But the office will always be there. And Pierce, I thank you for all of your hard work and your service as well, and your love for veterans. And thank you.
My name is Dawn Hotailing. I'm the program coordinator for the Retired and Senior Volunteer Program, and we cover Berks, Pike, and Wayne counties. We are sponsored by Diacon Community Services. We're funded federally by the Corporation for National and Community Services, and we're a part of Senior Corps, which is the largest national effort for people 55 and over to volunteer. And our main focus is helping seniors to age in place, to stay in their homes with dignity. So a lot of what our volunteers do is we work closely with the area agencies on aging. So they volunteer in the senior centers, in the kitchens, doing different activities and exercises, health and wellness. They help in the food pantries. They help with the homebound meal delivery. A couple of other stations that we also have are Pike County Hands of Hope and Safe Haven of Pike County, as well as the American Red Cross and the Ombudsman program. If someone wants to volunteer, 9 times out of 10 there's something that they want to do or know how to do or want to learn. So really opportunities are available for anyone with any interest. I think that volunteering, the beautiful part about it is that it's good for the volunteer. It helps the volunteer to become a part of something, to have more purpose, to give back to their community and become more active. And as well, they're providing for seniors, so it helps the senior citizen to be more socially active And sometimes a volunteer can be the one person that a senior sees in their whole day.
Does the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania have your money? I'm State Representative Rosemary Brown. The State Treasury Department's Bureau of Unclaimed Property is looking for the owners of more than $2 billion in cash and unclaimed property, currently in the custody of the state. To find out if you or a member of your family is entitled to any unclaimed property, visit www.patreasury.gov. If you can prove ownership, the property will be returned to you free of charge.
People that have a home or apartment with an extra bedroom that want to share their home with someone else in exchange for rent, resources, or a combination of the both. That would be like help around the house, maybe drive to the store. The program is for people that want to stay living in the community that might need a little extra help in their home.
Larissa and I spend a lot of time with each person. We wouldn't bring in anybody that we wouldn't feel comfortable having in our own homes, first of all. Secondly, we do criminal background checks on everybody to make sure that we know what everybody is dealing with. We do personal background checks, and we make sure that everyone knows where everyone is coming from. In order to make a match, at least one of the participants has to be 60 or over. So we have been successful at keeping people from having to go into a personal care home. One of our matches was a woman that was in her 80s. She did not want to go into a personal care home. She wanted to age in place. We were able to match her with a woman who was able to come home and live in the home, help her with transportation, help her cue her with her medications, and she was able to remain in her home and age out the rest of her life in her own home.
So anyone moving into someone's house, they have to be 18 or over, and the most we can charge them for the room is 30% of their income. So it's a low-income housing option for anyone over 18. So anyone that wants to share a house with someone or has a house with an extra bedroom that wants to be involved in this program in Pike and Wayne County can contact me at 570-832-5133.
And if you're in Monroe County, you can contact myself, Ryan Lohman, at 570-832-0538.
I'm Andrea from Caregivers America. I'm the office manager, care coordinator in the office. We also have a second. Her name is Shelby Brown. Our organization is, like I said, Caregivers America. We assist elderly in the home to stay there so they don't have to go into a nursing home. Our company also does multiple other things. We have physical therapy, OT, visiting nurses, as well as nurses that can come in and staff. The PT and the OT do visit in the residents' homes. A lot of times seniors that have disabilities and or need physical therapy have a great deal of difficulty getting out into the community to get their therapies and or may not have any family to even take them. And the senior buses that go out, if you have a disability that you would need physical therapy, the buses generally won't let you on unless you have an assistant helping you. It kind of helps protect them with insurance in case of a fall. Our DME department used to do a lot as far as, we could get hospital beds, we could get walkers, wheelchairs, you name it, whatever needed. Now we're kind of limited, however, we do refer to other companies for anything that we don't have. We do deliver, we organize it, as well as set it all up and show the consumer how to work it. So when somebody's aging, they're in their home, having somebody come to visit, come to assist them in their home, is, well, the number one reason. It keeps them independent at home, as well as saving them a bunch of money. Nursing homes are quite expensive, and a lot of times the nursing homes or assisted living companies will literally use your house to pay for your extended stay at the home. A lot of times the family members want to keep their family members home for as long as they possibly can, just strictly for those reasons. Anybody who's interested in getting somebody to come in and care for them, whether it be PT, OT, a regular health assistant, or somebody to just come in and visit. We have companions as well. They can call, for the Pike County area, they can call 570-832-1000. If they're out of Pike County, they can check out our website. It's caregiversamerica.com. And we have numerous signs around Pike County with our different numbers for each location.
Did you know that Violet Oakley was the first female artist to receive a large commission for artwork done in a United States Capitol building? In 1902, Joseph Houston, designer and architect for the 3rd Harrisburg Capitol building, commissioned Violet Oakley to paint murals for the governor's reception room. He believed that Oakley's contribution would add interest to the building and act as an encouragement of women of the state. Prior to beginning her work for the Capitol, Oakley set out to England to conduct research for her murals. Upon return, she decided to center her artwork on William Penn and the founding of Pennsylvania. Oakley made sure that Penn's ideals of justice and peace could be seen throughout her work. In 1906, she completed 13 murals titled The Founding of the State of Liberty Spiritual and was placed in sequential order around the governor's reception room. These murals were some of the first to be installed in the Capitol. When Edwin Austin Abbey, another artist for the Capitol, died in 1911, Oakley was offered another opportunity to create murals for the unfinished Senate and Supreme Court chambers. Her work on the Senate murals, including International Understanding, was completed by 1919. Oakley then completed the Supreme Court murals, including the Divine Law, by 1927. Oakley is said to be the principal artist for the Capitol, with a total of 43 murals on display. She remains one of the greatest muralists in the United States. Now you know.
My name is Elaine Tucker, and I work for the Carbon-Monroe Pike Drug and Alcohol Commission. We are a private nonprofit agency located in Carbon-Monroe and Pike counties. In Carbon County, we have a functional unit, which means that we provide services such as outpatient counseling, referral to detox and rehab, DUI services, case management services, and our administration is located in Monroe County. And in Pike County, our services are contracted out through Catholic Social Services, and through Catholic Social Services, we provide also outpatient counseling and referral to detox and rehab, and DUI services also in Pike County. With seniors, we often see that they have a lot of medications that they take, but then they don't finish. And they're often looking for places to take those medications for disposal. We also offer a gambling counseling and program for seniors. Seniors tend to gamble, and at times they need some treatment for that. That's provided at any age, but that's typically more of a senior kind of thing. And also outpatient, we certainly have people that get DUIs even in their senior year. Again, we find that people use their medications and perhaps drink or don't use their medications properly and do unfortunately wind up getting DUIs. So they need services and need to fulfill their requirements for that. I think that our opioid crisis is pervasive and it's across all ages. We used to believe that it was maybe the young people did this drug and the older people did this drug. That no longer exists. I think addiction, especially with the opioid addiction, spans from our young people all the way up to our elderly. No one's immune to the addiction from opioids. Everyone has an equal shot, unfortunately, at being addicted, and we have to treat that timeline of life. So there's not that definition of who's going to get addicted and who's not. All of us are at risk. A lot of seniors are raising their grandchildren. So seniors, number one, need to take their medications as prescribed and get rid of the medications that they don't need. If they're living with a child of theirs or raising a grandchild, they need to talk. They need to come out to programs like this and keep current and learn, that your child or your grandchild could be at risk. Everyone likes to say, not my kid, not my grandkid's good. It doesn't matter how good they are or that they're an athlete or that they're an A+ student. It matters that we're all exposed to this addiction and we need to talk about that and get the word out and educate ourselves about that and seek help at any time. We have programs in our schools, we have programs in our communities, we have health fairs, we have all things that are available to us, and they need to access those and ask questions and be aware and never think that they're safe, because we're all at risk. Our main focus at the Commission, our mission is to help people recover, and we always say that prevention works, treatment works, there's always hope. There's always someone to talk to. There's always resources available. And if the resources that you find maybe the first time aren't the ones that you like or you need, keep going, keep looking. There's someone out there for you to help you with that. There's an agency available, and we're always here to provide service and to provide hope and to provide guidance with that and for that.
We do have several programs that deal with the seniors. We have anti-scam programs. We also have a program that's Refuse to be a Victim, which deals with home security when they go shopping, and how to keep them safe and what to do with their home to keep the home safe. Ground windows should not have screens on. They should be kept locked. Garage doors should not be left open. They should be kept shut at all times. Keep your vehicles closer to the house and make sure they're locked. Things like that nature. Patio doors, you can put a piece of wood at the bottom so that they can't be pried open, things like that.
And what type of scams are you seeing most commonly?
The best one is the IRS, or actually people are using the sheriff's department to say they have warrants and go to Walmart and get me $5,000 worth of cards and send them to such and such a location and the warrant will be lifted, and we're getting a lot of that right now.
What type of things are red flags when people would hear someone call them? What's a red flag that would make you say, I'm not so sure this is legitimate?
Well, the IRS, first of all, they're going to contact you by mail first and tell you to go to their office at a certain time. Also, any scam where they say, go to Walmart or to, somewhere and get me money orders or gift cards, negative. Nobody deals like that in professional government.
I'm sure there's certain information that you should never share over the phone when someone calls you.
that's all. If they just call us, we'll let them know what we think about it, whether it's a scam or whether they should be involved or not.
And then any other information you want to share with our seniors today?
Well, just be safe and enjoy life. And usually a phone call isn't the way to answer anybody relative to the scam. So you would get a professional letter, or if need be, somebody would show up in uniform at your door, ask for proper identification, and call us.
If you have children but no health insurance, you may qualify for free or reduced coverage under a special state program. I'm State Representative Rosemary Brown. The Children's Health Insurance Program provides benefits to uninsured Pennsylvania children whose families don't qualify for medical assistance but can't afford health insurance. If you believe your family is eligible, you should apply as soon as possible. For information on income eligibility requirements and how to apply, please contact my office.
Did you know that the state capitol is not only the epicenter of the Commonwealth's governing bodies, but was once home to 390 preserved Civil War flags? During the war, it was customary for each state to furnish their regiments in battle with flags representing their contribution to the Union Army. After the war, Pennsylvania's military department was responsible for collecting the flags, and in 1872, they were reverently housed in the Capitol. Following the completion of construction on the new Capitol building in 1914, the Civil War flags were moved to the Capitol Rotunda. They were kept untouched in custom-made flag cases until 1982, when the Capitol Preservation Committee initiated its Save the Flags project. Throughout the years, dust and long-term vertical display of the flags had begun to devastate the brittle silk fabric and painted designs. The flags were removed by local textile conservators and were repaired and preserved in storage units that protect the relics from light, dust, and excessive handling. Now you know.
Thank you for watching the Legislative Report. I'm State Representative Rosemary Brown. If you weren't able to make the Senior Expo this year, we hope maybe next year you'll be able to join us. We usually have it in the first week or two of September. But if you have any questions regarding this show or any other state-related matter, please feel free to contact my office as well.